The first hurricane to make landfall in 2008 was Hurricane Dolly as a Category 2 on July 23rd. This is only a month and a half into the Atlantic hurricane season. I'm WeatherBug meteorologist Rachel Peterson. Here in the U.S., we are affected by two hurricane seasons. The Atlantic hurricane season, which includes the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean, starts June 1st and goes until November 30th. The Eastern Pacific hurricane season along the west coast is a tad longer, starting half a month earlier on May 15th and ending November 30th. Hurricanes form all over the world, not just in the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. The North Indian Ocean near India has tropical cyclones from April to December. These cyclones or hurricanes occur almost exclusively from April to June and late September to early December. South of the equator, the tropical storm season is flipped, with their season starting in the late spring, which is the northern hemisphere's late fall. The Southwest Indian Ocean on the east side of Africa and the Australian Southeast Indian Ocean northwest of Australia have very similar annual cyclones. The tropical cyclones beginning in late October and early November, reaching two peaks in activity, one in mid-January and another in mid-February or early March, ending finally in May. The Southwest Pacific Ocean off the east coast of Australia by New Zealand begins with tropical cyclone activity in late October, early November, and then fades out in early May. In the Northwest Pacific, east of Japan and China, hurricanes are called typhoons. They occur regularly all year round, so there's no official season. Peak activity, however, goes from July to November. Interestingly, the Atlantic Ocean south of the equator very rarely sees tropical cyclone or hurricane development. Globally, September is the most active and May is the least active. Now that you know where hurricanes form, let's go back to the Atlantic and focus on the effects in the U.S. The average date for the formation of the first tropical storm and hurricane in the Atlantic are July 10th. That's when you'll see that first named storm. August 14th is the first hurricane, and September 3rd is the first Category 3 hurricane. Storms form in the Gulf, the Caribbean, and off the southeast U.S. coast in June and July. In August and September, they form off the coast of Africa and in the southern and central Atlantic. October and November see the storms form in the Caribbean and well off the southeast coast. Now that you know where the storms form, make sure to check back with us for part 2 so you can take a look at where these storms make landfall and how they affect us.